Brothers and sisters, welcome back. Gothic 2, we're in Darkandar. Spoken to all the mages already. I'm glad we've got that out of the way. And now we can advance towards the pirates. First one we meet, some call him Action Jackson, others call him Crocodile Dundee. The most of them know him as Alligator Jack.
Who on earth are you? You don't look like the others.
What others?
Well, the mages who are hanging around these ruins over there. Are you one of that bunch then? Brave thing to run around here by yourself.
Well, sorta. I'm affiliated with them.
Who are you?
I'm sure you've heard of me before.
But of course.
I'm Alligator Jack.
But of
feared
course.
all over the country. I'm one of the most dangerous pirates around here. Together with Captain Greg, I've boarded more merchant vessels than I can count. You're looking at a living legend here.
Absolute legend,
Do
apparently.
you know a fellow named Raven?
Of course. He's the leader of the bandits to the east. What's your business with him?
Gotta kill him.
I've got to kill him.
What? You? How are you going to do that? Isn't that guy way out of your league? You won't even get close to him. The bandits he surrounded himself with will skin you alive first. You won't even get past their first outpost. The way you look, those bandits will get itchy fingers when they spot you a mile.
Alright, I get it, I
I've
get
got
it.
a better
I'm a
idea.
weakling.
Come and join us. That'll give you time to think about it. Once you've tried our good homebrewed rum, things will look very different.
The Pirates Camp is one of my favorites in this game and in the other Gothic games as well. Can't wait to meet the guys again. Captain name is Greg. That rings a bell.
Your captain's name is Greg?
Right. He's the greatest pirate the sea ever spawned.
I think I know your captain. I met him in Corinus.
Greg, in Corinus? Nonsense. Greg is out at sea after booty with some of the lads. The only thing that could bring Greg to Corinus would be one of the king's prison galleys. He's one of the most wanted men in the land. He'd never march into town voluntarily and have the royal guard throw him into prison.
If you say so.
Maybe he's just after booty.
I need a bandit's armor.
What would you do with that? It'll only get you into trouble if you're seen with it. Everyone's going to take you for a bandit, and they will try to kill you.
Well, like Saturus advised us, that would be a good way to enter the camp without being attacked on sight.
Do you have any idea where I could find armor like that?
We used to have one in our pirate camp, but I don't know whether it's still there.
Oh, it is.
Where's your pirate camp?
See the cave passage over there? Go through it and continue west, and you'll come to our beach sooner or later. That's where our log huts are. I can take you there if you want, if you do me a favor first.
And what would that be?
I'll have to get the boys some meat before I can go back to camp. You're a strong fellow. I could use your help hunting. Interested?
Anything for Action Jackson.
Tell me more about you pirates.
We've been living here for years. Back before the war, everyone knew us from here to the mainland. Our flag alone would spread terror among the crews of merchant vessels. But those times are past now. It's been weeks since we've run into a merchant vessel. Our Captain Greg left to try and catch another. The rest of us are sitting here in camp, twiddling our thumbs until he comes back. I hope he'll bring back lots of booty.
Booty. Big booty bitches. As you can see, these guys are not the most modest. Modesty is not one of their qualities, but they have others.
What is it you hunt?
Only alligators usually, but they're no good.
They're
for
not even in the
And there
game.
aren't any left around here anyway. So I take what I can find. Swamp rats.
What?
Most beasts around here taste like old socks, or they're as tough as alligator meat. Those fat swamp rats are the only thing that is remotely edible.
Right, let's hunt a few of them.
Let's go hunting.
All right. With two people, that's child's play. Are
Should
you
be.
ready?
Yep.
Yes?
Great. Just stay right behind me.
Alright, just wait for us a sec. Good to go. So we'll do this, these quests, this linear quests with the pirates first. Probably off camera, I'll have to kill a bunch of creatures over here just to farm. Pretty sure you're not eager to see those scenes anyway. We'll see. Right, some XP for us. These are just normal mole rats. I always like to explore Jarkandar in a lot of detail, but that also, I'm well aware that also takes a lot of time, a lot of camera time and video time, so it would take 1.5 hour videos just to see the whole world in about 5 or 6 episodes probably, so I won't torture you with that. Let's help Jacko. Oh, he doesn't even need our help apparently. No swamp rats though yet. Guys have done a thorough job with the textures, as you can see. Focusing is still shit, as always in Gothic 2. Trying to help Jack, but I'm just focused on him when I draw my sword. Fucking hell.
The Hollow. There should be some of those beasts around here. Follow me.
Yes, sir. Well, they've masked this path quite well. Pretty sure they've masked other paths as well, which will annoy me, I'm sure, later. Yeah, I killed something. Swamp rats are tougher than rats or mole rats. Oh, Jack did the business. And he did the business again. Let's pick the meat up from these guys, because this is the reason we came here in the first place.
Of that.
What?
This handful of beasts here is only about half of what I need. Now we'll have to enter the canyon.
Damn.
Watch out. It's very dangerous deeper down in the canyon. If you hold your life dear, stay very close to me.
What is there?
What is there in the canyon?
We avoid that area if it's at all possible. That's where you'll find razors. Tough beasts, those. Stay away from them if you want to live another day.
Noted.
Fine, let's go.
All right.
Onwards. You can miss a lot of plants this way. And tablets. I hold tablets even more dear.
Come on.
Sure, mate. Just don't get stuck. I guess he got stuck. And he almost fucking died. Alright, then. You can do it, mate. That's the good stuff. Let's just stop for a second and talk with this guy, because that'll help us
You're
later
not
on.
from around here, are you? You seem to have traveled far.
Ha!
Busy?
Don't even ask. Henry wants me to chop down all the trees here.
Henry?
He's the leader of our troop.
Henry?
Stands around at the camp entrance all the time, talking big. More dedicated service to the community and all that crap. But he doesn't lift a finger himself.
Oh, so he's Billy Big Bollocks.
Where's your camp?
Just continue
Can't
down
wait
this
to meet
path
him.
here, to the west. You'll see Henry standing there soon enough.
I need to move on.
Hey, when you get to our camp, give Henry a message from me. The trees around here are damn stubborn. He'll have to wait for his wood a while longer. Tell him that.
Sure. Let's see. First, I don't want to lose Jack. I think that happened before. Let's just pick up these skins and these other articles and see if there's something. Oh, we've done a thorough job of masking everything with these plants over here. Sheepskin, sheepskin, and I guess nothing else, right? Nope. Let's get back down and hope that Jack's still there. Yep. Happy days. Now let's fight a couple of more rats. More rats, not mole rats. Yeah, it looks beautiful, mate. Shrooms. I can hardly see them, let me tell you. Alright, he's done 90% of the job. I guess he's more skilled in one-handers than we are. Sorry, mate. It's just the fucking targeting and focusing over the place.
Say, can you tell me what I took you along for? You didn't kill a single swamp rat.
That's
Oh,
because you're so
maybe
well
you can
versed.
be useful some other way. Here, take this swamp rat meat to lazy old Morgan. You'll find him in our camp. He's probably lounging on the beach somewhere. You'll be waiting for this. Henry usually guards the entrance to the camp and keeps a lookout for bandits. If he refuses to let you in, just tell him that I sent you. Maybe that'll make him a bit more sociable. Henry is a little too eager and a bit bossy, too.
Can you teach me something?
Sure, I'm a good hunter, and I can show you how to skin animals and pull their teeth. I'll teach you if you like.
Not interested. But good
If
to
you're
know.
looking for...
Palisades?
Just continue west from here.
Yeah,
and you'll
yeah,
see what
he's
I mean.
west from here and to the right of the actual camp. Let's just save. Why not? Deal with these rats, because we need to activate another teleporter that's hidden in that cave over there. Need to deal with a couple of desert rats first. Oh shit. Doing a bit of damage. But they're 100 XP a pop, so good news. Should be a few plants over here, especially swampweed, yeah. But I don't feel like picking those up right now. Let's just make sure we activate this teleporter. Put this focus in the pedestal. Activate it. Back to the water mages. Voila. Second one off the list. It's all the good news to Murdarian.
I've activated another one of the teleporter stones. Give me the next focus.
Of course. Here it is. Was it difficult?
Depends on how you look at it. I could use a bit of support.
I could give you some gold. Would that help?
It couldn't hurt.
Let's see. Here are a few gold coins. Oh, by the way, before I forget, Saturas would like to talk to you. You should see him as soon as possible.
Yeah, I almost forgot that once you activate the second teleporter, Saturas has some new lines to say to
It
us.
is good you came. We have new discoveries that we must share with you.
Then let's hear it.
The sunken city once bore the name of Jarkandar. There were 5 rulers in the city who shared the power over their people. Each of these rulers had a mansion where he lived and kept his belongings. Therefore, in your search for the relics of the ancient culture, it is crucial that you should search through these mansions.
Where should I look for these mansions?
Riordan has studied the structure of the buildings in Jarkandar. He will tell you where you should look for the mansions.
What if these mansions no longer exist?
If you cannot find the houses, then they presumably sank with the city. However, should they still exist, they would be of inestimable value for our studies.
About Raven.
Do you have anything?
Nothing so.
I advise.
I'll see what.
Good.
Alright.
May Adonos.
Let's speak to Riordan. Where's that ball guy? Not this one. Where's Rio? Oh, there he is. Kind of a loner.
Hey. Tell me more about the.
What do you want?
Not this one. This one.
Sachiras sent me. I'm supposed to search through the 5 mansions of Jarkandar.
It took me a long time to find the location of the mansions in the writings of the builders, but now I can tell you exactly.
Spit it out.
Where do I find the 5 mansions?
The House of the Scholars is a large library. It must be somewhere far to the north.
So close
the
to the
House of
canyon.
the Warriors was a
Alright.
fortress ringed by rocks in the east. The priests and guardians of the dead had their dwellings near each other. You should find them in the southwest. And the healers had their House of Convalescence in the southeast. If these houses are still standing, you'll recognize them from their method of construction. They are elevated. A steep stairway leads to the entrance covered by high columns.
The elevation is the most important hint, in my opinion, if you're playing this game for the first time and finding them. You'll know soon enough that you're in the right place. You see some ancient elevated buildings that look a few thousand years old. Let's travel back. Should we rest first? Yeah, we could rest first. Why not? Because I'll want to deal with the bandits next to the pirates camp anyway. So we should have a full amount of health before we do that. Just because you can enter the camp cheaper that way, Henry won't ask for 300 gold, he might ask for just 200 or 100. Now, which one is it? This one? Yeah. And now, some new creatures should spawn on the way towards the camp, including some mantises and perhaps a few rats. And we're solo, so let's take a bit of care. Where are those fuckers? Oh. Oh, don't tell me I got a critical hit. Is that even possible at this stage? With my extraordinary 10% chance of criticals. Right, some mantises. Let's try to attract them one by one if we can. Hiss, hiss, hiss. They're quite easy to fight in 1v1. 1v2 though, not as promising. Have the same AI. I think I said that already as Minecrawlers. But they do a bit less damage, maybe? Or just about the same as Minecrawlers. Thereabouts. So the camp is that away. The bandits are that away. Let's talk to this Henry dude first, though. Friend or foe? Those are iconic dialogue lines from Henry.
Halt, friend or foe?
Foe.
Friend.
Anyone can say that. I don't know you. What do you want here?
This voice actor is doing a great job.
I want in there.
Really? That'll cost you, though. 500 gold pieces. Huh?
Oh,
For
oh
what?
my God!
Make such a fuss. There's
Made
plenty of
such a
stuff here in
fuss.
camp that might interest you. And you look like someone who's got gold on him.
Are
So a
you
small
sure about that?
contribution is not gonna kill you? Or did you steal those posh rags of yours?
Oh, I forgot we're wearing the Ring of Water armor. Yeah, that might look a bit posh in comparison to the pirate's garb.
Can't we come to an agreement somehow?
Well, give me a good reason and I might make it cheaper for you.
Malcolm sent me. He says the wood may take a while.
Oh, great, I might have known. It's taken forever again.
I'm supposed to bring Morgan this meat.
Aha, and who sent you?
Alligator Jack.
Mr.
He says
Jackson,
that Morgan is already waiting for it.
I see. Not in the
waiting
mood
in
himself,
bed,
is he?
sleeping.
What are you doing here?
What does it look like? I must see to it that these miserable wretches gets the palisade built in time. If they don't, Captain Greg will kick my ass all over the place. Also, I keep strangers from traipsing in here just like that.
Sounds like Captain Greg is a fear-mongering fellow.
Greg's your boss?
He sure is, and it's Captain Greg to you. Have I made myself clear?
Clear.
Great man. If you meet him, be careful not to get on the wrong side of him. You won't live long enough to regret it. He's not in the camp right now, though. Francis is in command for now. He sits in front of Greg's hut all day and goggles at us working.
Googles.
What are you building the palisade for?
But we don't want to make it too easy for the bandits. Those bastards are getting more brazen all the time. They've been sneaking around our camp for days now, just like sharks after a shipwreck. Some of those good-for-nothings are holding up in the tower a little south of here. But that's only an advance party, I'm sure. If they're really stupid enough to mount an attack, we'll give them a welcome they won't forget.
I think I can help with that.
Why would the bandits attack you?
Because there's war between them and us. What did you think? Everything was peachy at first. We brought them here, they marched right into their swamp and left us alone. But now, those bastards attack anyone who's not one of them. Heaven knows what's gotten into them. I reckon they may be after our boats. There's no other way to get out of here after all. You should ask Skip about this. He's been with them and barely got away with his life. He's got quite
good
an
old
interesting
Skippy.
tale to tell. Too bad you can't hear it, though. You haven't paid your toll after all.
Oh, I will hear it. Don't worry about that. Okay, so let's try to get this cheaper deal and fight these bandits. I think there are 3 or 4 of them. And there may be a couple of black goblins on the way, just to add to our misery. Let's see. Yep. See ya. Glad to see the crossbow's doing its bits. Right then, so this these trees are absolutely useless. Don't think we can damage them at all. Nope, it's too far away. Let's try with a couple of scrolls. These are too tough. Yeah, fire hours. How much? 5 mana, right? And we've got 10. 14. We can cast it twice. I'm in for it now. Too bad I can't see you. I can't see shit, actually. Fortunately, all of them have bows, maybe even a crossbow. So it's quite lunacy to just waltz in over there and attack him. You're not coming? Alright, then we can rinse and repeat. I'm inferred now. Surprised to see oh, he's shooting his bow, and he also nicked me. But I can't see shit. Too bad. Let's try to hit him again. Maybe one more cast and that should do the trick. Where the hell is he? Is he at full health? Where is he? What the? Yeah, I guess they're all three at full health. God damn it. It would be nice if I could see anything. Or if I could engage them in melee.
Yes! Run as fast as you can!
Stop right there, you lowlife!
Alright, let's heal up. Probably they'll be back at full health. Anyway, don't think I even hit him. Nothing? Really? Come on, draw your swords like a man. Well, this is kind of annoying. Let's see if we can get him from behind.
You're in for it now.
Yeah, I'm sure I am.
Run as fast as you can!
Alright, maybe they're distracted now. Alright, see ya. Look at this dude. You bugging. Alright. That could have gone worse. Way worse. Now let's heal up before we deal with these mantises. I wouldn't want to die just when we've managed to beat these three guys. Because mantises are actually easier to deal with than three bow having bandits.
One less monster around.
Who said that? Oh, that was Jack, I think. Maybe a mantis fell down to his hut. Didn't take that into consideration. Maybe that the bandits killed the rest of the mantises. I've heard a few fights going on close by. That was a cheap tactic. Unfortunately, the bandits were bugging. Right, let's loot them. I think that is that, unless there's any other loot around here. No, let's check the towers. This reminds me of Dexter's tower. 2 gold? You cheapskates. Oh, there's no way to jump. Never mind. Let's check that other one. A bit more elevated. Maybe I'm confusing it. Could find some magic bow or something similar. Or am I just confusing that with Dexter's tower? Not an easy jump. But we've done it. No, absolutely fuck all. Alright. Worth a shot, you never know. When you're hit with some unexpected potions or scrolls at the top of these kind of towers, especially in Jarkandar. They've done a thorough job of leaving pricey items in remote places. Let's get back to Henry and sort out that deal to enter the camp for cheaper. Leather satchel. You see, this is what I mean. Why the fuck would you put this amount, this insane amount of foliage and vegetation and grass and all that useless shit just to basically is just making your job way harder, and not in a fun way, not in a challenging way, like, I don't know, giving health regen to dragons. That's challenging. That's, you know, put you in a good mood. It makes you more ambitious. It frustrates you. It makes you want to learn the game better. But hiding items behind stupid, useless pieces of foliage and vegetation is just downright stupid. Because you can miss a shitload of items, which in the standard game you would definitely not miss. Let's take a nap.
Get out of my bed.
Yeah. We're cool, man. We're cool. Well, Henry, I've got some good news. Yeah, we've gone through this. I'm a friend.
Anyone can say that. I don't know you. What do you want here?
We just spoken this same morning, dude.
About those bandits in the tower.
Yes?
Their history.
Did you pull that off all by yourself?
Yes, sir.
Respect. Maybe
With a bit
you'll
of
even
luck.
be a real pirate someday.
Oh, I shall.
Let me in.
You brought me a message from our woodcutters. You want to play errand boy for Alligator Jack and bring the swamp rat meat to Morgan. And best of all, you got that vomit in the tower off our backs. I never thought you could do it all by yourself.
I did it.
100 gold pieces, or you just get lost. It's as simple as that.
He can, just so you know, he can let you in for free, but for that you need to deliver the package to Skip while he's here. So while this journey with Jarkandar and this hidden world starts. As you may remember, I've delivered the package to Skip while we were in Korinis. So no option to enter cheaper than 100.
Good. Here's your gold.
But that's the way to enter
Welcome to our
for
camp.
0.
If you were planning to sign on with us, lad, you're out of luck.
Now
Only
he
the
tells
captain
me.
decides who gets to sign on in here, and he took
Booty.
half the crew and went to sea after Booty.
Booty.
But you can stay until he's back, provided you don't
B-b-booty.
cause any trouble here.
Can you teach me one-handed? Don't remember. We'll see.
How's it going?
Stop gabbing at me.
Another exciting dialogue. Now, from here on out, quite a bit of dialogue left. We need to meet all of these wonderful guys. Let's take a quick nap, just like a pirate would, for the whole fucking day, because we're lazy. We just fought some annoying bandits and other critters, and good day sleep is more than welcome.
How are things?
If Greg doesn't come back soon and I don't get a deck under my feet before too long, I'll be getting land sick.
I know how that feels.
Hey,
What have we here?
That's
A
all just
fresh
gossip.
face, and not one of those filthy bandits, I hope. I'm Garrett. If there's anything you need, ask me first. I can get you almost anything. Wine, weapons, and other stuff you might need. Except for booze. If it's a decent drink you want, go see Samuel.
who's Samuel?
I love that guy's laugh.
He's got his cave on the beach, a little distance from the camp. You can't miss it. Just walk north. You'll be well advised to keep yourself supplied with grog. Some of the boys here aren't very fond of greenhorns at all, if you get my drift. A decent swig of grog can work wonders for you.
Typical.
Where do you get your supplies?
Skip always brings loads of stuff from Korinis when he visits there. Until recently, he used to sell some of it directly to the bandits. But since we've been at war with the bandits, I'm the one who ends up with all the stuff now.
What do you know about the bandits?
You'd better ask Skip about that. He's been through quite a lot with that bunch. Let me tell you, Greg has given orders to do away with any bandit who shows up near the camp.
I've dealt away with 3 of them. You're welcome.
You're Captain Greg. What's he like?
He's a tough old bastard, and no doubt about it. And greedy to the bone. He makes Francis, our treasurer, pay out not a penny more than what it takes to prevent a mutiny. And if one of us ever gets his hands on something really valuable, he'll inevitably take it for himself. I once took a compass from a royal frigate. That bastard Greg made me hand it over, of course. Bah. He probably buried it somewhere, just like the rest of his treasures.
I'm no better off myself.
That sounds like a quest.
Where might Greg have buried that compass?
Greg once told me that Death himself watches over my compass. Then he laughed.
Anything else?
There's a beach at the southern coast. It can only be reached by sea. Greg is said to have been there often. Maybe you'll find something there. I once went there to see what I might find myself, but the area is teeming with monsters. If you really want to give it a try, don't forget to bring a pick.
What can you tell me about Francis?
Greg put him in command while he's gone. But Francis is a total failure as a leader. He can't even get Morgan to stir his lazy ass out of bed. Henry and his boys are the only ones doing anything around here. The others are just enjoying themselves instead of working. I can only hope that Greg will come back soon. He'll give them all a good swift kick in the ass.
Lazy pirates? Whoever thought about that?
That's not what I heard.
Anything new?
Nothing ever happens anymore since Greg left.
Let's deal.
Show me your wares.
Heavy two-hander. Oh, we can buy a few bolts. Some pieces of raw steel. We can make swords when we're back in town.
What does he know about
Heavy crossbow. Which one do we have?
Bad business.
Don't remember.
Been there, done that.
Is it really true?
Fire.
It was his decision, wasn't it?
Nah. Well, let's just check just in case.
Ever change?
So we've got the war crossbow.
Same old thing.
Okay,
Hey.
let's buy that heavy one though.
Yeah, he really said that.
It was his decision, wasn't it?
Sell these three.
Is it really true?
And this one, and let's buy that one.
I used to say that myself.
2,000 worth every penny. Too bad we were not skilled at all yet. Crossbows, but it's sexy as hell. Brandon.
Looky there, a newbie, and a landlubber at that. You're a bit scrawny for a pirate.
Can you teach me something?
Teach you? You bet. I could teach you to become stronger and improve your dexterity. But why would I want to do that?
Because I'll buy you a drink.
Not bad, kiddo. Got it. First try. But don't even bother to bring me some cheap rot gut.
I'll get you some grog.
Are you trying to poison me? I'm not touching that muck. Do you have any idea what's in there? Old Samuel has some good stuff as well. Go get me some of that. Have you ever tried Samuel's special
Hasty
recipe?
herring.
No, not yet.
Then have a go at it. It's a must try. Oh, I love this concoction.
You love cocks, mate?
Teach me something.
You were going to get me something decent to drink, boy.
Boah.
Anything new?
Wait a moment.
Looks to the left, looks to the right.
Not as far as I can see. Same old, same old.
Teach me.
Oh. We'll bring him a hasty herring.
New here, are you? Great. We can use every man.
How are things?
Right now, all's quiet in the camp, so I'm going to relax a little. And if I were you, I'd do the same. Since the bandits are here now, the situation may change faster than we like.
At least I've killed 3 of them.
What do you know about the bandits?
You mean besides the fact that they're a deadly menace and outnumber us by far?
Yes?
They're rolling in gold. Well, at least they were rolling in gold. They never paid for their last shipment. But I doubt that it's because those bastards ran out of gold. It's more likely that they've gotten way too big for their boots.
Boots.
How are things?
Right now, all's quiet in the camp, and if I... Since...
Alright, gotcha. Let's speak to Skip, which is my favorite pirate of them all. Also, his voice actor is doing
What have we here?
fantastic
Crossing
job.
The path of old Skip again. I know you.
Didn't know that.
The bay near the city, remember?
How could I forget?
Skip, right?
I see I made a lasting impression. But I've seen your mug elsewhere in the meantime. But of course...
It's a bad
Oh, he's seen that poster of ours.
Not a great likeness, but it's certainly you. Don't let it get to you. My own wanted poster looks just as daft.
So you've got one of your own. We're the Poster Brothers.
What are you doing here?
I've just come back from Corinus, and now I'm waiting for Greg to return.
I saw him.
I saw Greg and Corinus.
Really? Damn. Something must have gone wrong then. He should have been here with our ship some time ago. I suppose I should go back to Corinus and wait for him there. But certainly not today. I only just arrived here.
I'm staying out of it.
What can you tell me about the bandits?
The bandits? They're attacking us! Why do you think we're building this palisade? We brought those scumbags over here ourselves. We used to trade with them. Boy, let me tell you, they've got more gold than they'll ever know what to do with. They were prepared to pay any price for a bottle of rum. But those times are past. It's war now.
What happened?
Those bastards hadn't paid for their last shipment. So I went there to see what had become of our gold. But when I got to the swamp, the swine attacked me. And that's not all. They killed Angus and Hank, two of our best people. Just stay away from that swamp, I tell you. They'll go after anyone who doesn't look as shabby as they do.
That's why we need the bandit armor.
Have you ever met Raven?
Certainly. When I was with Henry up at the gate, I watched Raven place some of his boys at the tower to the south. Just a stone's throw from our camp. I guess they're supposed to spy on us. I've also seen how he treats his people when they don't do his bidding. He'll make short shrift of anyone who doesn't obey his orders to the letter. Mark my words, stay well away from Raven.
Too bad we don't have the option to tell them
Tell
about
me
the
more
three
about
bandits
Angus and Hank.
we've dealt with.
Angus and Hank were supposed to meet with some bandits in front of the camp. They were carrying all kinds of supplies. Everything those bastards had ordered from us. Forged steel and lockpicks and whatnot. But they never came back. The bandit swine must have done away with them. Morgan and Bill went out to look for them without any success. Bill was pretty devastated. They were both friends of his. He's still young. These things really get to him. The rest of us took it in our stride. The goods we can afford to lose. But the grog they were carrying, we're talking at least 20 bottles.
The goods we can afford to lose. You mean 2 men, 2 comrades? But those 20 bottles, those are fucking priceless.
Can you take me to Corinus?
No way. I'm not leaving now. I'll find myself a decent swig of grog first.
I need bandits' armor.
You want to go in there? Are you insane? Once those guys find out, you're not one of them. You're sausage meat.
Do you have any idea where I could find armor like that?
You don't give up easily, do you? All right. We used to have a suit. Greg's probably still got it somewhere, up in his hut. Maybe you can buy it from him when he gets back.
Can you tell me how to get into his hut?
Whoa there. Not so fast. You weren't thinking of ransacking Greg's stuff, were you? When he left, he
Well,
to Francis and told him not to let anyone into his hut.
All right, Francis.
What can you tell me about
Gotcha.
Francis?
Francis is our treasurer. The captain trusts him. That's probably why he left him in command. But none of the boys here really take him seriously. If you want to know more, talk to Samuel. He's got his still in the little cave north of here. There isn't a soul in this camp Samuel doesn't know all kinds of things about.
As usual, the bartender knows all the gossip.
Can you take me to Corinus?
No way. I'm not leaving now.
And you sell
Have
anything?
you got anything to sell?
If you want to trade, go to Garrett. He's in charge of our supplies.
We may have 20 bottles. Unfortunately, they didn't think of doing the quest in a different way. So we need 20 bottles of grog. When we'll have them, we can complete the quest. Next up on the list, let's talk to this young guy. First,
how are things going with you?
What's up? Did Henry send you here? Tell him to get his planks as soon as I'm done. If he can't wait that long, he's welcome to saw them himself.
no, we don't care about the planks.
I'm looking for Angus and Hank.
I have no idea where they are. The bandits must have got them.
You were friends with them, weren't you?
All I know is that they were gonna meet up with the bandits in a cave not far from here. It must be somewhere outside our camp, to the east. I don't know where exactly. I've never been there myself. Maybe you should ask Alligator Jack about this. He's always roaming around outside the camp.
We will, and fortunately we know where that small cave is.
Can I help you saw?
Nah, I can handle this by myself. I joined up here not long ago, and letting others do my work won't get me anywhere if you get my drift.
What are all these planks for?
We use them for the palisade, you dimwit. Greg thought it would be a good idea to secure our camp this way. We can save ourselves the work, if you ask me. If the bandits are really planning to attack us, this ridiculous palisade isn't going to stop them. We should have never tolerated them in our valley in the first place. If I'd known all this in advance, I'd have stayed in Corunus.
You've been to Carinas?
Yes, I kept myself afloat there, picking pockets and doing a little swindle or two. But whenever fewer ships came in, business got worse and worse. At some point, I got tired of being on the run from the militia for a few crusts of bread. That's when I joined Greg. Now I'm stuck here, sawing all day to build a palisade that's of no use to anyone.
Don't worry, dude. That'll soon be over. You can teach us pickpocketing. Haven't saved in a while. Let's see what this Francis dude, who nobody likes, has to say for himself.
I must get into Greg's hut.
Forget it. Greg's not there. And I've locked the door, and now I see to it that nobody sneaks around here to do a little looting. So make yourself scarce, or I'll let you have it.
Greg is your boss?
Now, don't try and tell me that you know him. Any sailor, even any cursed landlubber on this island, knows the terrible Captain Greg, and he left me in command. I'm responsible for making those lazy bums do what he commanded. Some of the boys may think they can do whatever they damn well want now that the captain's not here. Won't they be surprised when Greg comes back? I'll tell him everything that's been going on here. Got it? Including who's been trying to get into his hut. So make yourself scarce, or you'll be in a load of trouble.
No one's doing anything in this camp, man. It's not as if you're supervising anything right now.
Give me the key to Greg's hut.
You must be joking.
1,000, 2,000. No, we don't want to engage him in battle just yet. Maybe we'll find some other means of getting into Greg's hut. For now, let's leave him be. Speaking of people that don't do anything all day, Morgan Freeman.
I'm here to deliver some meat.
I need a sip to wake me up.
Cheers, I guess.
That's better. So again, what do you want?
I'm here to deliver some meat. From Alligator Jack?
I remember. Right. The meat. Give it here.
What are you doing here?
Greg made me commander of one of the 2 raiding troops. I'm responsible for keeping the camp supplied. Alligator Jack sees to that. I'm also responsible for keeping those beasts you find out here well away from the camp. That's what the boys do. I told him I don't want to see a single beast left around here when Greg comes back.
What an easy life, enviable life these guys are living.
Do you ever do anything yourself?
Hey, none of that lip. Mine is the most important task of all. I train my people. I make them into the best and most fearless fighters who ever sailed these waters. And it's not like the lads do all that work for nothing. They get a good-sized bag of gold for their efforts.
I want to join your troop.
My troop? My troop is hanging out at the beach. Those boys won't lift a finger until the captain is back. You can count on that. But if you want to show everybody what you're made of, feel free to work on the northern beach. It's full of lurkers and who knows what else. Take them on by yourself, and you'll learn the respect of the people.
Of the people.
Welcome to my troop. I'll go lie back down.
Wait a minute, I haven't finished talking to you. think this is the same guy who voices Bromore and doing a good job with that guy.
What do you think of Francis?
I don't mind him, as long as he leaves me alone.
Isn't he the boss around here?
He thinks he's the boss, but at some point, Greg will return, and then Francis gets to go back to sawing planks.
About Angus and Hank.
Oh, don't remind me of them. They probably got themselves killed by bandits, and Angus had my ring on him. Well, sure, it was his ring, in a way. He won it from me playing dice, but I would have gotten it back, and now it's gone. If you find my ring, bring it back to me. I'd certainly make it up to you.
Alright, one more reason to search for Angus and Hank.
About Angus and Hank.
If you find my ring...
Can you train me as well?
Sure, I can show you how to fight with one-handed weapons.
Oh, so this guy can show us. Alright,
go lie back down.
Ah, great idea.
Yes, sir. Actually, I wouldn't mind being on a beach and drinking rum right about now. Just like Morgan. But oh well. We have other earthly responsibilities.
Ah, a new
Sammy.
face. What do you want, rum or something stronger?
I want something stronger.
Ah, a seeker. I'm always after new recipes myself. Decent booze should be clear and strong, and burn your throat like liquid fire. You don't find that very often. But I'm talking too much. You want a drink? Here, my own recipe. How do you like that? I call it hasty herring.
Ooh, impressive.
You can say that again. You wouldn't happen to know a good recipe for booze yourself. If you do, you must tell me. Want another?
Oh, speaking of booze, we'll have a reason to revisit Samuel once we talk with Snaff in the bandit camp.
I want to talk to you about Francis.
Just don't mention that wannabe captain. He sits on his fat ass all day acting important. We'd all like to know what the hell the captain was thinking when he put him in command here. What do you want from that prig?
I must get into Greg's hut.
Really? To do what?
I need a bandit's armor.
Ha ha! Francis will never agree to let you go into the hut so that you can nab a few of Greg's things. Unless...
Yes?
You've got something he really wants. I know that Francis has hidden something in an abandoned mine in the canyon. Once, when we were on guard duty together and he dozed off as always, he went on about it in his sleep. I've no clue what he buried there, but maybe it's so important to him that he'll let you into the hut to get it back. When the captain comes back and finds some of his things are missing, he'll have Francis's hide for it.
I'm sure you will.
I've come to get my ration of grog.
You guys don't do anything without your grog, huh?
Nope.
Right. Here you go.
Just trying to mingle in with the pirates.
Give me rum.
Ah, this is mother's milk to a sailor. Here.
I want something stronger.
Name your poison.
Give me some of your hasty herring.
Rather vile muck, but effective.
That's not a word you hear every day.
Give me some of your hasty herring.
Rather vile.
Let's buy a few. Because it gives you a speed boost. If I think a minute, the speed potion gives you a speed boost of 5. This, I think it's just 1 minute or 30 seconds, can't remember.
What else have you got?
I can get you anything a pirate needs in order to survive.
So booze, ham, beer, gin, wine, swamp weed, bottles, and swamp weed again. Alright, I gotcha. Let's buy these. How many do we have? I'd like to solve that quest next time when we speak to Skip. That's more like it now. We should be at 20.
What's new in the camp?
Nothing much has been happening here since Greg left. Morgan and most of his boys been just hanging around and boozing all day. The only one who does anything at all is Henry. He and his boys are building the palisade. It's high time for Captain Greg to come back and give that Francis a good swift kick in the ass.
Alright. We spoken to most of the pirates, if not all of the pirates here. Was a long one, but as you well know, you gotta speak with anyone in the camp to get the feel of the place and find out about some new quests, things to do around here in order to progress with the game, progress with getting to the bandits and getting the bandits armor. Thanks for joining me today. You have a nice rest of the day yourselves. Take care. See ya.